It is beat down to the roots over here. Shooting in my neighborhood is frowned upon. Don't ask me how I found out. It's not important who it was. What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel for another video. If this is your first time here, my name is Jack, and I'm restoring my great-grandfather's 100-acre mountaintop property here in the Appalachian Mountains of Virginia, so I can hunt and fish and create outdoor content for this channel year-round. So if that sounds like something that interests y'all, go ahead, hit that thumbs up button, smash that subscribe button, consider sticking around for a little while. But today, we are out here scouting for this upcoming deer season. Me and my wife, Kellyanne, back over here. Say hello. Walking around, it's like 150 degrees out here, which is tough, but we're getting it done, so y'all stick around and we'll get into it. All right, y'all, so as I said before, it's like 150 degrees out here, so I am sweating profusely, but we are out here and we're looking for signs and scrapes and rubs and all that. I didn't really get any time to be out here preseason. Now, you see how big it is, though? That tree is just dead and rotting. I didn't really have any time to be out here preseason last year because I had camp and all that, but now being retired from football, I'm able to pretty much do whatever I want within the confines of whatever Kellyanne will let me do. But we're just out here. We know that season to season they're never staying the same, so we're trying to figure out where their new movements are and where they're bedding and where they're going to go find food this summer. So I'm also sort of using this as a time to try to teach Kellyanne the ins and outs of pretty much everything that I know, which is not a whole lot. I am a very average outdoorsman.
Some would say extreme.
Some would say extremely average outdoorsman. It's an inside joke. Merch coming soon. But we're just gonna keep moving through the woods, and when we start seeing stuff, we'll catch back up with you. So right here would be a scrape. So over here on the right, you got a pine thicket that runs on the adjacent property, and then a game trail that runs perfectly parallel to it all the way to the creek bottom that's all the way over there. So I wanted to follow this and sort of head out. Over here you got a kitchen where there's like 4 or 5 different game trails that converge right here, which is pretty sweet. And off over the hill this way, there's a pretty decent thicket where I think that they're bedding down because it runs down into almost like a ravine. But so yeah, just keep rolling. All right, y'all, so we've essentially been walking this ridge line right here looking for beds and trails, and we finally just walked up on this absolute highway that runs through here. So we're gonna push off through the woods this way and try to see if we can find some beddings through this thick stuff out here. I don't know if it'll thin up a little bit, but it does look off down onto a creek down in there, so hopefully we can find some beds and some good sign down there. All right, y'all, so we just found a pretty decent game trail moving through here. I'm hoping that we'll run into some bedding or some just thicker signs here soon. But they're definitely out here. It's just a matter of where. Y'all, I forgot to tell you that later on too. Oh, here's a trail right here, Kel. Moves this way. I forgot to tell you as well, later on we'll be getting the bow all dialed in. Y'all, it has been a minute since I've been able to move through the woods in preseason, as I said before, but I forgot just how many freaking spiders are out here. I don't know if y'all can see that guy right there, but I've probably walked through 100 of these so far, and they are driving me out of my mind. And Kellyanne's just following behind me. I'm just, right in the forehead. Just running through all of them for her. All right, y'all. Nothing so far. We're gonna keep pressing. So Kelly and I were just coming down this hill to the creek bottom. There's a creek that comes in here, and then there's a creek that runs from this way and goes across down into the backside of the pond to that way. And I mean, I would have stepped on this had I not looked down soon enough, but pretty sweet. But found a trail that runs off through here, hops on there, and heads up there towards the apple orchard. One that comes across here, jumps up, runs down the backside of the apple orchard, and then one that comes right here, turns this way, and runs right across this creek off that way. And I think there's one more right here that bumps and runs up the other hill on the other side. And quite frankly, I'm sweating my tail off, and I'm not about to run up another hill. So we're going to follow this one that runs down below the apple orchard, and yeah, we'll see where it takes us. But found a little skull, and I think this is going to go in our movie room. She doesn't look very happy about that. The creek coming this way. This comes up from the other side of the apple orchard. The front of the apple orchard where my truck is up there. Creek runs right here, and I'm coming across. I know a lot of people say don't walk down game trails, but we still got like 3 months until season, so. But you can see toes right here trying to climb back up onto this bank to get across up through this trail here. I know it might be a little bit difficult to see on camera, but it certainly does run through here. All right, y'all, so Kellyanne is not peeing. She's just squatting down because it's hot. So that's the hill that we came down. We worked our way up sort of towards the bottom of the apple orchard, which is back off over that way. I decided to come back here because those trails come down here and then they split up and go that way. And there's one that comes through here. And I think I'm gonna grab this tree right here back behind me and set up a camera facing this way. I might tear that one up, maybe make a fake rub to cover up me cutting that tree down. I don't know. If I'm gonna cut it down, I might as well do something with it, is my thinking. Just gonna go ahead and get a camera up and try to see what's going on back in here. All right, y'all, so I'm at least at the point where I'm sweating through my shirt, but we followed that trail from that creek bottom back up here, and it literally just came straight through the back side of the apple orchard. And what's pretty cool is we came up here to the apple orchard, and you can sort of see their trails and everywhere that they're moving in this grass. So we're gonna hop on another one. This is heading, and so is that one that goes through there. So I'm gonna follow one of these, or we're gonna follow one of these, and we're gonna see if there's a another crossing, if they're coming from a different direction. Because this is a relatively easy area to move through, and I could get a stand down in there. Something that we could climb up into relatively easily without spooking, and possibly pull a big buck off of. So hopefully we can get down there. I don't know if the weather's going to cooperate with us this afternoon, but and then after that we'll pull back up here, get a camera out, and we'll start shooting some arrows. So all right, if anything else interesting happens, I'll let y'all know. All right, y'all, so we just daylighted on that trail, and I mean, this is just perfect bedding here. So actually I'm seeing some beds back through here. I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera, but and there's one like right here. But so we'll get another camera thrown up, and then we'll get out there and start shooting. Y'all, so we got that game trail put up. We got that camera put up over there. Hopefully we can get some footage off of that. There look to be some pretty good signs around there. I didn't want to disturb too much, but now we're about to head back up to the truck. We're gonna throw the foam block back out, and we're gonna rip some shots at it. This will be the first couple shots for preseason for archery. I think archery starts October 7th, super late here in Virginia. But you know, with a super progressive state, you get all of those good fun restrictions on hunting. So All right, I'll see you on the apple orchard. All right, so for those of you who've been watching the channel for a little while, y'all know what this is, but look at that. It is beat down to the roots over here. So it must have been probably this time last year. I don't know, I'll have to go back through and check. I got, I think it's called deer salt, and it's a powdered salt lick that you put, you know, you're supposed to mix it into like a 5-gallon bucket or something like that, and then pour it off into the ground. And I found like a little spot on the ground and just dumped it down into it. and it has been getting assaulted. So I thought that I'd give a little update on that. All right, y'all, so as I said before, we are back up here in the apple orchard. We're not in the orchard because the grass is a little bit tall and I don't feel like running around with all of the grass rubbing up against my legs, ended up getting tick bites and all that other stuff. So this right here is my Bowtech 82nd Airborne. It's got like a 32, 33 inch draw, and it's cranked down to 70 pounds. This is my bow. And so what I've done is I've come back over here to the driveway that comes into the property, and we'll just be shooting arrows down to the foam target that we got down there. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's about 25 yards off, but I figured that we would just come out here, rip some shots, get some target practice in before we head out of here off of the property, because shooting in my neighborhood is frowned upon. Don't ask me how I found out. It's not important who it was.
Ooh. I guess I really shouldn't make sound effects, right?
We love a supportive wife.
Mrs. Appalachian farmhand.
Mrs. Appalachian farmhand. So I mean, they'd all be double lungs, but we're gonna have to get this. We're gonna have to get these patterned down just a little bit better here.
That was spicy. Good job. Excited for the meteor shower tonight?
Is it to leave?
Well, the meteor shower's not till midnight.
All right, y'all. I was aiming for this front right. I was pretending like this was the back of the shoulder here, and that this would be sort of around where the armpit would be. So heart shot would be right around here. So if we can drop this pattern down a little bit, we are in there. Except for this one. I was aiming for the 3 right there and just absolutely missed. But that's why you practice. All right, y'all. So that's pretty much going to be it for me here on the Appalachian Farmhand channel. We got a lot of really good movement going through the property. I learned a lot of new things about the ebbs and flows.
Don't need it.
Don't need it.
You don't need that many words.
No, it's too many words.
Less words.
Less words is good. All right, y'all. So that's pretty much going to do it. All right, y'all, so that's pretty much going to do it for me here on the Appalachian Farmhand channel. I know that this wasn't anything too crazy for today, but we got a lot of good movement through the property. We got to find some new trails, some new signs, a lot of really good stuff going on out here that I think will result in me pulling a really big buck off of this property this season. As for the bow, this Bowtech 82nd Airborne is an old bow, but it's reconditioned, new cables, new strings, got new arrows, you know, 70 pounds across 32, 33 inches, shooting a 340 spine arrow. I'll let you mathematicians on the channel go ahead and do that, but I'll tell you right now, it comes out to a dead deer. So, y'all, if this is your first time here on the channel, I appreciate you stopping by. I hope that you would hit that thumbs up button, or it would really help me out if you would hit that thumbs up button. I hope that you would stick around and join us in the next video.
Money. Do you want to press down?
Yeah.